Honey, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Because, honey, let me tell you, the tea has been piping hot. You know I'm ready to ride. I got to tell you. So, I got to tell you guys what has been going on. So, if you don't know, or if you've been living under a rock, you well, gotta be living under a rock if you haven't heard the tea that Nene has been spilling and how she has been reading down Andy and Wendy. Nene done read them down to the floor. As you know, yesterday she sent out a series of tweets because she was just really pissed off and upset about the goings-ons and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm going to read you a couple of the tweets, and I'm not going to read you all of them because we got to get into that video that she dropped this morning, honey. So, Nene got into the tea. So the first, let me see. Let me get these tweets first. Okay. So I'm just gonna read about 3 of the tweets out of the 16 tweets that she tweeted. But she tweeted, she said, they always manipulating black women to say negative things about each other while they sit and enjoy us tearing each other down. Remember Black Lives Matter. Remember Breonna Taylor. Remember the most racist networks. Another tweet. They're going to leave my name out of these shows. Send me your best discrimination attorneys. Info to booknene@gmail.com is war. And she also said both of their ratings are low. Bye, queens. And so then this is a 4th tweet. She also said, I will always eat and eat good. Believe that. I always have believed in multiple streams of income. So the leaks are good. You old cocaine head and you old racist. No one knew you until you knew me. Remember, I'm an icon. That's what Nene said. You know, just come on in, Nene. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? She said what the fuck she said. And so, Nene was reading them down to the. Oh wait. Oh shit. Let me see. Do I have anything else to talk about that I need to put on there? Oh, I got a lot of tweets from her. I had more tweets from her than I thought. But y'all got to go over there on Twitter and see, and I'll post these tweets also on somebody's business, but on Facebook. But honey, Nene read these folks down to the floor. So if you didn't know, Nene couldn't come to any kind of contractual agreement with Bravo to come back and do another season. Now it had been ramblings and shit that she was gonna get fired. You see what I'm saying? And so she ended up getting, I don't know if she ended up getting fired or if she just couldn't renegotiate her contract. They didn't want to give her the money that she wanted or what. I don't really give a fuck. I'm talking about the tea. So, you know, she went on there and she said what she said. But the reason why she said what she said, was because Wendy had went on Andy's show and she was just saying, talking hella shit about Nene. And she was just saying, Andy, we don't want to see Nene doing a spinoff. We don't want to see her and her children. We don't want to see Nene being a grandmother. We don't want to see her doing Hollywood shit. We don't want to see her and Greg. They're boring. Basically trying to make sure that Nene doesn't have the opportunity to get spinoffs like Candy and like Kim did, even though Nene is like the biggest star to come out of Bravo off this franchise. So when she said what she said, that's when Nene responded back. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to some of the shit what Nene said, because baby, Nene didn't play no motherfucking game. She came on in this morning and she went on and let us know and let them know what time it was. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this. I'm not gonna play it on the screen because of copyright shit, but I want y'all to hear it.
You guys, it's Nene. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the subscribe button because I'm going to always come over here. Beautiful farewell messages. You guys send me some of the best things, and I thank you. I thank the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Those of you that text me, thank you so much. I feel the same way about to do this again sometime soon. I want to say again that it was not an easy decision. I do know that the decision that I have made was the right decision for me at this time in my life. And I am at peace with that decision. It has been very hard for me. I have certainly had so many sleepless nights. You guys, I know everybody know me as a strong woman, but also please know I'm human, and I have hurt, and I have cried, and I've had the most sleepless nights. I have thought absolutely crazy some nights. It has been a very, very emotional roller coaster. Okay, it's not, you guys know, just recently, Wendy Williams did Andy Cohen's show. So let me start here. I read some of the comments just like you guys do, and I've gotten many comments where people are saying, what kind of friend is this? Are you guys friends? Are you guys not friends? Okay, let me say, I don't have a friend that knows what I have been going through lately that would do this kind of thing to me. I don't have that friend that is around me. Yes, I have considered Wendy a close friend or associate. Why she has chosen to speak so negatively of me lately, I've not come out, I've not commented on it. Last night was the first time I've commented on anything that Wendy had said. Prior to me announcing my exit from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we were in quarantine, as you guys know. I called Wendy on my Instagram Live. I told Wendy I was on live. That is not the first time I've ever talked to Wendy on my live. So let's be clear. She went on her show and she spoke, Nene. She said something about, she called me and I said, Wendy. First of all, I don't even talk like that, okay? I didn't comment on it. I just let it go. Okay, quarantining has lasted a whole lot longer than any of us would ever want to. I ended up announcing my departure from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Wendy went on her show. She talked negatively about that. A couple days later, she talked negatively again. Then she does Andy Cohen's show. And here she sits speaking negatively of my exit and bringing my family into the equation. Now, that's what you're not going to do. What you're not going to do is speak negative of my family. And let me say this to you and anybody else that's wanting to know anything where it's dealing with my family. I signed up as a Real Housewife. I signed up to be a part of television. My family never signed up to be a part of anything doing television. They don't have to be colorful. I am the person that have to be colorful or need to be colorful, okay? And you tell me what the other housewives on any franchise is doing with their children that is so entertaining that you actually needed to go so low. Now, there were comments asking, why did you say something to Andy Cohen? Well, I brought his name up because, as you know, I've done his show more times than he has. And he know exactly what he was going to ask her. They have forced me out of the franchise. Okay, we'll get to that in another video. So since I have been forced out of the franchise, then leave my name alone. Let me sit over here and heal in peace, okay? Leave me alone. If you don't have anything positive to say about me working for your network after 13 years, stop bringing up my name on your show to help your ratings. Stop it. You didn't want me here. You've been forcing me out for the past 4 years, okay? So there's no reason why you need to keep bringing me up and talking so negatively of me if I don't mean shit to you, okay? Stop bringing up my name. Leave me alone. Let me leave in peace. Leave me alone. I don't address you guys. When I do address you guys, it's because you have been sitting here poking the bear over and over again. And that is not something that you should be doing. In my video, I bowed out gracefully. And I thanked everyone for the opportunity. And I mean that sitting here right now. I'm still very grateful for everything that's happened to my life over the 13 years. I don't regret anything. I have learned a lot of things. There are a lot of things I would probably do differently. But if I were you, you should stop doing that. It's not right. It is wrong. Wendy, for you. Spend more of your time trying to figure out how you can drain your enormously large legs and feet, okay? Opposed to worrying about my family and what we are doing. You need to find the nearest water pill, okay? And Angie, remember, no one knew you until you knew me.
Now, I'm just gonna leave that right there because she spoke a lot of truth in this video, and she read them hoes down to the motherfucking floor. And she did it as classy as she could, but she read their ass. She read Wendy. So first I want to say, Nene is not gonna be back on the franchise or whatever. And as you see, she's bowed out gracefully. They couldn't come to, I guess, terms on her contract, and so she decided to leave. I'm pretty sure it was money. So what I do want to say is Nene is really coming off as like she's a victim or whatever. Nene, you ain't no victim. You have been a bully since you've been on this show. You bullied the hell out of Kim, all kind of shit. You have been a bully. You have been in people's faces. You have been this, boisterous chick that was, like the angry black woman since you've been on this show. And like I say, they can't pull from what you don't give them. So in saying that, we're not going to act like you're a bully and like you ain't just been bullying motherfuckers and shit, because you have. You know what I'm saying? When you put your mouth on people and you talk about people, you got to expect for that shit to come back. I mean, it's just on period. I can't get up here every day and say the stuff I do and just think that nobody ain't gonna never try to come for nobody that I love. But the only difference is they come for them, I'm gonna come back for your ass. It's just, on period. You know what I'm saying? So, also, what I will say about Nene and Wendy's relationship, Nene literally got on the plane and flew out to see and check on Wendy when Wendy was going through what she was going through with her divorce with Kevin. And she did that being a girl's girl. You know what I mean? Because, Wendy know what it is to go through a divorce after you've been with someone that long. She understands what infidelity is in a relationship, and she understood Wendy's pain. She empathized with her. So as a sister, she went and she checked on her and made sure that she was good, which is what we're supposed to do. But like I always say, ain't no friends in this motherfucking industry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none. And as soon as people realize that a business relationship is just what the fuck it is and stop trying to go over into that friendship zone, then, everybody will be built off. People that are in this business. And one thing that I have learned being a Southerner and coming into this business and dealing with people from New York and dealing with people from California and all that shit, them motherfuckers, not all of them, but I'm saying in this industry, and people that are trying to get in this industry, them motherfuckers ain't shit. And that's not just for the people up north and out west. It's just that I didn't deal with the bullshit until I got out west. So ain't no friends in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that want to come and sit on the side of you to do what it is that you do, and y'all wasn't friends before you got in this fucking industry, or anybody that you connect with in this fucking industry, when you get in it and you're hot and you're blowing up, those are not your friends. Those are just working relationships. You see what I'm saying? Those are just working relationships. Those are not your friends. And people got to stop getting that shit fucked up, because these motherfuckers have already been in the industry a long time, and they're con artists. You know what I'm saying? And they have stepped on and broken a plenty of necks to get to where they are. And you bringing your little new green ass in the industry with that nice shit and that Southern hospitality type of bullshit, it don't work in this industry, because these motherfuckers are not hospitable. You know what I'm saying? I see how people end up going in this industry being one way and coming out being another, because you literally have to be ruthless to be in this industry, because that nice shit gonna get you fucked without no motherfucking grease. And that's just on period. Now, what I will say is people had a lot to say about Nene as far as, Nene don't really, she hadn't really been engaging in the last couple of years, and she didn't really want to film with the girls and this and this, that. Okay, she did. But at the same time, people got to understand what Wendy was going through. If you never had to see somebody deteriorate in person because of cancer, then shut the fuck up, because you don't understand. You see what I'm saying? Oh, wrong side. Shut the fuck up, because you don't understand. You know, Wendy, she really dealt with a lot. You know, with Greg having cancer and all of that shit. That shit almost ruined her fucking marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know how to handle it. You know, it's different, and I can understand having that, you know, moment where she wanted to give up in her marriage. I'm probably sure it was plenty of moments, because you go from, like she said, she went from being a wife to being a caretaker. You know, Greg is older than her, you know, or whatever, but she went from being a wife to a caretaker, a full-time caretaker, not just somebody who had a cold or the flu, but he had cancer. So, you know, that kind of rocks her relationship, and it rocks her world. And I'm pretty sure when you're filming and your husband's in the other room in pain, or, you know, or whatever, or he's getting skinny as fuck, and you seeing him literally, like, you know, waste away, you don't have the best attitude to come out here and kiki and laugh with them bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she wasn't in the best spirits, and I'm pretty sure that was really hard for her to pretend. And watching Nene, she just don't really come off as a person that pretends. You know, she kind of like me. I see myself in her as far as she wears her heart on her sleeve. So however she feel, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, you're gonna know about it. So I don't think that people should hold against her with her not being able to come on there and just be her usual messy self and usual, you know, Nene in the past couple years when her husband, she filming in her house and her husband in the other room dying. You know, in her mind, you know, dying. He was sick at that time. So I don't hold that against her. I don't hold against her for not being on, because I know what that is. When people meet me, they expect me to be on, and that's not who I am 24/7. That's me when I'm being passionate about something that I'm talking about. But when I close this fucking computer and I come off of here, I leave that shit wherever the fuck is at. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to bed with this shit. I get it off my chest. I say what I have to say, and then that's it. So, guys, I want you to really kind of take it a little bit easier on her as far as, you know, criticizing her performance on the show where she didn't want to be bothered with the girls. And you got to realize this. When you go through cancer, or you're beside somebody and you're going through cancer with them, little petty shit don't really matter. You don't really give a fuck about little petty shit. You know what I'm saying? Little petty shit don't matter. Girl, I don't want to sit on camera and argue with you and engage you in this bullshit. My husband died. Girl, I don't want to sit on here and throw drinks with you and talk about all this shit and do all this and kiki and all that fake ass shit, because I ain't feeling none of it. My husband is sick. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I understand that, and I sympathize with Nene for that. Nene also said that Andy has been forcing that the network has been trying to force her out for 4 years. Now, with that, I don't know if she mean that, you know, they've been lowering her pay, or what it is that they've been doing, trying to force her out for the last 4 years. But if you felt like that, Nene, I just really feel like you should have left. I just don't think I would have stayed somewhere where I was wanted. I guess money rules everything, because, you know, over the last 4 years, we've seen you on Andy's show. I know I have, you know, several times you've been on there, you know, kikiing with Andy and all of that kind of stuff and talking shit about other people. And that's exactly what he allowed you to do on his show. He did with Wendy what he has allowed you to do, what he has used you to do for ratings ever since you've been on the show. You said it yourself. You said they sit back and they watch black women fight, and they manipulate them to fight and get into it and shit, so they can sit back and watch and laugh. Okay, you knew that. You already knew that. So when you was on the show and you was talking about Cynthia, and you were talking about Candy, and you were talking about Phaedra, and you were talking about Kim, and all of these other people, and all of these people that you was doing the same. When you was being Wendy with Andy, it wasn't a problem. And now hindsight 2020, you look at it and you say, oh, they was using me for rape. Well, you been do that. But because, you know, you seen dollar signs, you didn't give a fuck. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, it hurts your feelings. But you sat there and you did what you did. You know, I can't sit here and say, you know, such and such a posted about me and she cussed me out and it hurt my feelings and they talked about my family and they did this and they did that. I can't do that shit. I can't sit here and ask for no fucking pity party if a motherfucker go in on my husband or go in on my kids or go in on me. I can't sit up here and say, my kids, and I hate when people, well, I can't do that because that's my job. That's what I sit and do. You know, when Wendy, when everybody was going in on Wendy about the shit that she was going through with Kevin and I, she had to sit in that shit. She had to sit in that shit and she had to goddamn take it because her job is giving it. And if you can give it, you in this business, you gotta definitely be able to take it. You can't throw goddamn shots and then you can't, when somebody shoot you just fall out dead. Bitch, you better goddamn dodge them all. You better put you a motherfucking bulletproof vest on and take it because it is what it is. You know, whatever you put out gonna come back. I'm waiting for mine because I know it's coming back. But just know when mine come and it come back, I'm gonna send the fiery darts right back because that's just who I am. You know, you ain't gonna talk about my children, talk about my husband. I ain't gonna cuss your motherfucking ass at you, but an hound dog, I will goddamn get in your shit. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with people doing that because of the business that I mean, and I chose to do this. So, you know, shoot your shot. Just know I'm gonna shoot mine back, you know? And that's just on period. Now, one thing that I do hate for people to say, and I think it's the dumbest shit to say, but celebrities, it's like, it's just cliche for them to say it. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask, my kids, my husband didn't ask for, you know, the spotlight and all of this kind of shit. I did. I signed up for this. No, when you signed up for it, and once you showed your children on camera, bitch, it's fair game. It's like if I had a child and she was ugly as fuck, you know, because my children ugly, I call them ugly. You know, it is what it is. And then I put them on, and I'm on camera talking about everybody's children. And then y'all finally see my child, she like a motherfucking monkey on the fence. You see what I'm saying? I can't motherfucking get mad at y'all for calling my motherfucking daughter ugly and shit, because I showed her. You see what I'm saying? I showed. Once you put your kids on camera and you let them start engaging and you put them out there for the world to see, all the goddamn gloves come out. See, the difference with mine, I done taught mine how to motherfucking fight back. You come at my children. I told her once you're 18, you can cuss them hoes out. You come at my children are gonna do like their mother. They're gonna cuss your motherfucking ass back out, and they're just on period. You know, they can't cuss around me yet. But that 14-year-old I got, baby, she will roast your motherfucking ass down to the goddamn floor, bitch, and she don't give no fucks, and she don't got the cuss, and your feelings gonna be motherfucking hurt. Because I done told them, look, I just did this shit, and I done put us out here. If a motherfucker come at you, ain't don't come to me crying, we gonna fight the fuck back, and that's it on period, because that's what I love to do. You know, brain the shit. You know what I'm saying? I done goddamn toughen my children up enough to when they get into it with somebody or they got somebody join them, bitch, they will roast you down to the motherfucking floor and don't miss a goddamn beat and don't take a goddamn breath just like they motherfucking mama. Get it in. Don't come for them. You know, they cute as shit, but they got some lethal fucking tongues when you come for them or you come for their goddamn family, and it's just on period. You know, they just that loyalty thing and that tightness, it's just something that we got. Now I got one, my oldest daughter, she ain't really like that. She done ran astray a little bit, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But for my youngest two, and but because she grown and she gone, and then she out of here, and that's fine. I did my job. But for my oldest two, they still under their mama thumb. So loyalty is everything. Being sisters and being close and keeping that connection, that shit is everything to me. So the next thing, what else Nene had to say? Now Nene got on Wendy legs, and I know people always say when people got a disability or it's something that they can't help, you shouldn't talk about it. Yes, the fuck you can, and especially when it comes to Wendy. The bitch do got elephantitis, whatever the fuck, lymphedema. I call it elephantitis. Them big ass, she do got big thick ass legs, her ankles and shit, all this. Then her thighs the same size as her leg, going all the way down. She do. But the reason why everybody got the right to roast the Wendy and her motherfucking ankles and her legs and them thick ass and how her shoes be thick at the top and they be wide at the top. The reason why they can goddamn talk about Wendy motherfucking ass is because Wendy has made a career out of talking about everybody else. So when the goddamn come here, you know, and get an ailment or illness or something, the shit, everything with Wendy ain't nothing off limits because you put yourself out here to do that and you dish it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in this business and dish out shit the way we do. You can't be a blogger, not a gossip blogger, and then nobody can say nothing else about you. You can say it, but depending on the gossip blogger or the person that has the show, you're gonna have to just, be ready for the comeback. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for the comeback. And it just is what it is. So she went on to read Andy, and when she read Andy, the only thing she had to say when she read Andy was, to Andy, no one knew you until you knew me. Now I've seen a lot of people saying people knew Andy. He was the executive, and didn't nobody know Andy. Y'all can say, okay, the people in the business behind the scene knew Andy, but didn't nobody know Andy. When nobody's son Andy. Andy reminds me of Clive Davis. He gets all of these. He's a gay man who gets all of these divas around him that bigs him up and makes him look good. You know what I'm saying? Because he like the Clive Davis of reality TV. He goes and he finds all of these rich women and he turns them into stars. The same, except for Clive, he go find people in the music, women in the music industry, no matter what walk of life they came from, and he has the ability to turn them into stars, and he surrounds himself with them like life-size dolls. So Wendy, to me, that's a relationship that Nene and Andy had. They had a Clive and Whitney relationship, and she was very correct to me, in my opinion, when she said no one knew him. I didn't have any idea who Andy was. Him working behind the credit and seeing his name on the credit is not knowing who he is. He didn't have a face. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know who Andy was. And even if I would have seen his name, which I don't remember ever seeing it in the credit, but even if I would have saw it, I wouldn't have thought shit about it. You know what I'm saying? When you read the credits, you don't know nobody but the motherfucker that was the stars in the movies and shit, and the big producer who probably produced it. Everybody else you don't know, and if they knew, you really don't know them, and if they haven't been televised, anything like that, you still don't know them, no matter how big they are. So, Nene, you are really correct in that. I know a lot of people have a problem with you saying that, but bitch, I concur. I didn't know who Andy was, until he started attaching you to him, and when you blew up and you was right there by his side helping him blow up in interviews, and he was right there, it worked hand in hand. Y'all helped each other. You helped that network 1,000,000%, and Andy helped you 1,000,000%. So it is what it is. This is all I have on Nene. Nene, I wish you well, girl. You got your little YouTube channel. Y'all go over there and see what she had to say. But stand up and stand on your own. One thing about Nene is like me. She'll probably cry in secret. But baby, she wiped them motherfucking tears, and when it's on go, it's on go. You know what I'm saying? When that camera turn on, it's time to get the fucking shit done. And let me tell you what the fuck I got to say. So cry your tears in private, Nene. Come on here and stand up for yourself and say what you got to say. You got the right to say it. People are saying that they don't think Nene will ever work in Hollywood again, and that she won't be able to do a show and get work because she's blasting Andy and winning and all that. It don't matter. Fuck all that. Because guess what? One thing about it, Nene used her platform and she capitalized off of it to get multiple businesses. That she did. And also, people are going to always forever, I don't care how ghetto you probably try to act like she is and all that shit, it's the motherfucker, the outspoken one in the room that always gets the attention and everybody want to hear what the fuck she got to say. So I don't think that she'll have a problem if she decides to do a Nene reality show and put that bitch straight on YouTube. I don't think that she'll have any problem, doing any of those things, because she's very entertaining and Nene makes good TV. So regardless of how anybody feels about her, you got to realize she makes good TV. She's acting, she's portraying a person. She's not portraying a person, she's being herself, but who she is just being blown up and all of that shit because she's in front of the camera. So that personality that she has that's big, when it's put in front of the camera, it's larger than life. Let her live. So Nene, if you're gonna go over there and break away, hopefully this teach you a lesson. To not be over there chit-chatting with the other people over there, because every dog had their day. And everybody have their time that they're not gonna be on top. You're not gonna be on top forever. Nobody's gonna be on top forever. So this is a lesson to everybody. Don't be over there, dogging out people just because you with the it person. You know what I'm saying? And then when you fall, you don't know where the fuck you gonna land because you done burn bridges and shit. But also, I'm proud of Nene, and I hope that she does go on to create her own thing that she's gonna do, her own whatever it is. She started her YouTube, but I hope she do start a show. I think it'll be good. Like I said, Nene is good TV, and I hope that leads other people to go at it and stand alone on their own. Because once you come off of these big platforms, you don't really need a big platform to stay relevant. Not now, not in these days and ages. You can just hit a button and you can create your own shit. So with that being said, I want to just let you guys know that that I thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to do more of these videos where I just not go live all the time about everything. I just pop a video, make a video, and I come on here, and that'll be what it is. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Let me get a thumbs up because I need to get in this algorithm. I love y'all.